Here's a wild tour story. We was on the Beatnuts tour this January 2017, and we was in New Mexico, Albuquerque, to say the least. We do an in-store at this this weed shop, Just Urban Smoke Shop, I believe is the name of it. Shout out them. And I'm in the back, and trying to get the bud, you know. They ain't in the in-store for me, they in there for Beatnuts. So I'm in the back trying to get blazed. Go to the car, I come out, and there's these Mexican kids. They're like, yo, we're trying to smoke with y'all, you know, da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right, cool, there's a couple of us that smoke. But I look in the whip, and the dude's rolling like a tentacle blunt. Like, it had like 3 L's in it. It was insane, right? So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And he's like, well, we got more. It opens up, it's like a crock pot full of bud, yo. In the whip. I'm like, what? I'm like, no doubt. I head up Psycho. I'm like, yo, these kids, I want to get a pop. We do all that. We go to the show. The show is packed. Beatnuts haven't toured in 10 years. Everybody Spanish in the building, you know what I mean? So, boom, loving everything. JuJu's, you know, junkyarding it up. Got the bottle of J-Mo. You know how you do. So, he's getting crazy. Show's great. Couple beefs in the front. You know how Spanish people do. You know, raking up cash at the merch. Finish up. Boom, everything's great. Go outside to the back to leave. Hollering at some things there. You know, I leave my merch there. Jump in the car, because I'm out of space. We go to leave. We pull up to the side of the road, and there's these girls there. This girl, actually, not to go on a tangent, but this girl had this, she made a sequence, like with like bedazzle or something, like a Beatnuts custom shirt. She was insane. Anyway, she stops. It's like 2 or 3 women. They're like early 40s. They're like, oh my God, thanks for coming out, da-da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. And then one of them is like crying, like profusely crying. And I'm like, yo, like what's wrong, you know? Thinking like we did something or we ran her over or something. She's like, oh, this is my first concert that I've been to since my operation. So I'm like, what are you talking about? She got this bracelet, says Hope on it. She tells me, she's like, oh, I just got cured for breast cancer. And this is the first show I'd been to since my surgery and since I started feeling better, and my cancer's all gone. And I just gave her a huge hug. She like melted, you know what I'm saying? And she was just like, she let it out and, you know, gave me her bracelet, and, you know, they were on their way. It was a crazy experience. You know, it wasn't a bad experience, but it was just like amazing. Like, this woman like was so happy to see us, you know what I mean? It was like one of the best experiences, yo. Salute her. So we're on tour with Beatnuts, Terminology, Rapper Pooh, DJ Flash, my man Vargo. It's across the U.S., you know, and we get to Cali finally. And we're like, yes, you know, it's probably halfway through the month. We get to Cali. Drew's like, yo, I'll see y'all. Gets in the whip, he's off. Comes to the shows up right on time, you know, ready to rock. 3 days into that week, we're in Cali. He's like, haven't slept in 3 days. And he got like that sandpaper voice. And he's drinking J-Mo straight out the joint, like for breakfast. We get to do the show in LA finally. It's in this big sold out spot. They haven't been back in about a decade. Ju shows up 2 minutes before we're supposed to go on stage. Nobody could find him. Shows up ready to rock, takes the mic, goes to rock, and has no voice at all. I have to back up the whole show with Psycho. Yo, insane, and he's still drinking on stage. Razzcast takes the bottle from him on stage, because he's like, yo, just rap. You know what I'm saying? They're in the VIP drinking too. Yo, JuJu the German, yo. That dude right there gets it cracking.